Well, becoming a parent is an exciting, life-altering experience for anyone, but when a pregnancy comes at a time when a person is at their lowest point, it can be troubling. We're talking about babies born to mothers who are addicted to drugs and what that costs you. The number of babies in Maine born dependent on opiates spiked, for example, in 2012 to 779. Now, according to Eastern Maine Medical Center's records so far this year, 185 of those babies have been born right here in Bangor. EMMC's records show more than 75% of the babies were exposed not to an illegal drug, but to the drug its mom is taking as part of treatments designed to help the mother quit. And as troubling as that sounds, Senator Samantha Edwards joins us now to explain that some experts believe it's a step in the right direction. Right, Samantha?
That's right, Chris. Just in Bangor, we have 3 methadone treatment clinics serving nearly 1,500 people. Now, some of those receiving the treatments are pregnant women. And at least one doctor I spoke with said, in essence, a baby born dependent on methadone is better than a baby in the womb going through withdrawal.
I think the worst stigma is people thinking, like, how could you do this? How could you have a child while being on methadone?
Chelsea didn't want to show her face, didn't want to use her real name. She's afraid of what you will think. She's talking today because she wants to help someone else.
I don't know where I would be. I would probably be dead.
3 years ago, she was receiving methadone treatment to beat her opiate addiction when she got pregnant.
You want to just quit. You want to because you're like, oh my God, this is going to affect my baby and I need to get off this immediately, you know, and then they tell you, no, that's huge.
Quitting cold turkey was not an option.
If someone tries to wean off or goes through with a withdrawal process knowingly during a pregnancy, that the baby will have withdrawal and it puts the outcome of the pregnancy at risk.
Dr. Mark Brown has worked with mothers like Chelsea and their children for the past 8 years at Eastern Maine Medical Center.
When an adult is going through withdrawal, they can cold turkey. They can just take themselves off and they can withstand a lot of the pain and the discomfort because they know that there's an end to it. Babies aren't like that. So the fact that they aren't consciously doing this to themselves.
This year alone, he's helped in the birth of 185 babies born dependent on drugs.
Every mother, all of us as parents, we all want something better for our children than what we have. And these moms and dads are absolutely no different.
That's the hardest part to get over is that, you know, you brought this little being into the world and now they're sick.
They feel so ashamed that they, in the first place, they were opiate addicts. And then for what they put their baby through. I mean, that's how they feel.
You know they're uncomfortable. I mean, you have that bond with them. You're the parent, so you can tell.
The newborns experience the same withdrawals as an adult.
Whatever you feel, the baby will feel 10, 20 times more.
Many drug-dependent babies will spend days getting expensive care under close supervision in the NICU. According to the Department of Health and Human Services, in 2010, taxpayers paid for more than $414,000 on inpatient services for drug withdrawal syndrome in newborns, and an additional $6,000 in outpatient services. And that's just the beginning. Once the baby no longer needs treatment such as methadone, they can have trouble sleeping, eating, and have complications in mental development.
There's still things that we left to do.
But it is this new journey, Dr. Brown says, helps both the mother and the child.
Every day seeing these moms, building a relationship with them is very rewarding, particularly when we're successful at it.
My little one is beautiful. She's a beautiful child. She's a beautiful 3-year-old, and we've come a long way. I'm a single mom, and we do really well.
And that's what keeps Dr. Brown going, knowing these women and children can make a change.
They want to change the legacy, and pregnancy is a real motivator to change. So if we can capture that time period, that we probably have a good chance of changing the legacy if we do it right.
Now, Chelsea continues to receive methadone treatment and says she is winning in her battle against substance abuse. She's going to school to be a nurse, and her daughter is currently showing no side effects. Now, Dr. Brown stresses each case is different, and like any case of substance addiction, it is a day-to-day struggle. And as far as these treating newborns, Dr. Brown says there is still a lot to do to make sure every child has a fair shot at life.